everybody. I am doing RWBY Hunger Games. So I'm going to introduce each of the districts. District 1 is Team RWBY. District 2 is Team Juniper. 3 is Team Coffee. 4 is Team Stark. District 5 is Team Sun. District 6 is Salem's Inner Circle, also known as Team Witch. District 7 are Cinder's subordinates. District 8 are important figures of Atlas, Ironwood, Penny, Winter, and Clover. District 9 are the rest of the Aesops. District 10 is the Happy Huntresses. District 11 are my favorite characters from the different Vital Festival teams. Neon from Funky, Octavia from Indigo, Nolan from Bronze, and Reese from Auburn. And District 12 is everybody else that I couldn't fit anywhere. Oscar, Adam, Ilya, and Glinda. So, let us get started. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Roman runs away from the cornucopia. Crow snatches a pair of sais. Robin finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Fiona runs away with a lighter and some rope. Ruby runs away. Blake finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Hazel runs away. Elm runs away. Winter runs away. Octavia runs away. Neo runs away. Nora grabs a backpack and retreats. Penny, Velvet, and Scarlet work together to get as many supplies as possible. The soft people are working together. Ilya, Harriet, Summer, and Neon share everything they gather before running. That's nice. Weiss runs away. Raven runs away. Jean grabs a backpack and retreats. Fox finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Adam runs away. Ironwood severely injures Glinda, but puts her out of her misery. That doesn't sound... Well, I mean, it sounds like Volume 8 Ironwood, but, Ironwood had, some good feelings towards Glinda, so I don't know. Coco stays at the cornucopia for resources. Reese runs away. Ren finds a backpack full of explosives. Tyrion runs away. Joanna stays at the cornucopia for resources. Yatsu runs away. Sun breaks Watts' nose for a basket of bread. Wow, Sun, you are tough. Mercury grabs a sword. Vine runs away. Clover clutches a first aid kit and runs away. He is lucky. Sage runs away. Neptune grabs a sickle from inside the cornucopia. Marrow runs away. Oscar runs away. Kira runs away. Emerald runs away. Taiyang runs away. Yang finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. May runs away. Nolan finds takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. And Cinder finds a bag full of explosives. Everybody look out for Cinder. Alright, day 1. Nora chases Penny. Tyrion is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Summer, Neon, Joanna, Neo, and Yatsuhashi hunt for other tributes. Roman receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Elm sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Ren and Neptune split up to search for resources. Blake makes a slingshot. Oscar overhears Weiss and Reese talking in the distance. Pyrrha camouflages herself in the bushes. May forces Robin to kill Taiyang or Hazel. She decides to kill Hazel. No, not Hazel! Hazel was a good guy at the end. Nolan discovers a river. Crow tends to Watts' wounds. That's sus. Vine tends to Ilya's wounds. Yang decapitates Fiona with a sword. Dang. Dang, Yang. Coco steals from Winter while she isn't looking. Fox and Raven hunt for other tributes. Harriet goes fishing. Adam and Scarlet hunt for other tributes. Sage constructs a shack. Jean bashes Octavia's head with a mace. Dang, Jean. Marrow tends to Sun's wounds. The Faunus are working together. Ruby overhears Cinder and Ironwood talking in the distance. Wow. Emerald picks flowers. Mercury thinks about home. Clover diverts Velvet's attention and runs away. He is lucky. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Glinda, Hazel, Fiona, and Octavia. Sage, Clover, Roman, and Neo tell ghosts... Not Neo, Neon tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Fox receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Vine receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Ironwood thinks about winning. Of course he does. Sun quietly hums. Oscar and Yatsu talk about the tribute still alive. Aw, Yatsu is a gentle giant. Joanna passes out from exhaustion. Kira goes to sleep. Jean, Neptune, and Tyrion get into a fight. Neptune triumphantly kills them both. Dang, Neptune! Wow, Neptune! Reese passes out from exhaustion. Adam stays awake all night. Elm thinks about winning. Yang, Raven, and Weiss discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Nolan and May hold hands. I mean, that's kind of cute, but at the same time, Nolan likes Scarlet. Ilya throws a knife into Ruby's chest. Dang, Ilya! Killing the main protagonist. Neo, Nora, and Scarlet sleep in shifts. Taeyang, Harriet, Penny, Blake, and Watts sleep in shifts. Ren is unable to convince Winter to not kill him. Oh no, not Ren! I love Ren! Emerald lets Velvet into her shelter because she's good now. Robin sees a fire but stays hidden. She sees fire. Inside the mountain, she sees fire. Coco stays awake all night. Mercury climbs a tree to rest. Marrow convinces Cinder to snuggle with him. Okay, so what do we call this ship? I call it Hot Dog. Yeah, this ship is called Hot Dog now. Pro stabs Summer while her back is turned. Wow. Okay, all those hummingbird shippers, I'm sorry. Velvet shoots an arrow at Neon, but misses and kills Blake instead. She killed the wrong kitty. Velvet, you killed the wrong kitty cat. Ilya, Harriet, Oscar, and Ironwood raid Emerald's camp while she is hunting, but Emerald's a good guy now. Neo begs for Marrow to kill her. He refuses, keeping Neo alive because he's a good boy. Watts receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Mercury camouflages himself. Robin questions her sanity. Elm tends to Yatsu's wounds because Elm is secretly a good person on the what's it called, the Aesops. Sorry, I forgot what the Aesops were called for a second. But I think Elm is my second favorite Aesop. My first is Marrow, and then my third is Clover. Well, actually, Winter is an Aesop now, so, or she was an Aesop, so Winter is my favorite, and then Marrow, and then Elm, and then Clover. Winter camouflages herself in the bushes. Adam receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Nolan searches for firewood. Coco sets off an explosive, killing Neptune and Pyrrha. Coco killed Pyrrha! It wasn't Cinder, it was Coco. Crow accidentally steps on a landmine. Well, he has bad luck, so... Roman hunts for other tributes. Taeyang discovers a river. Clover receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor because he's lucky. Cinder tries to sleep through the entire day. Weiss makes a slingshot. Yang receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor because she's very explosive. Vine runs away from Reese. Keep running, she's got a hoverboard. May forces Sun to kill Joanna or Raven. He decides to kill Raven. Why are you forcing Sun to kill one of your own teammates, May? Fox receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Scarlet attacks Penny, but she manages to escape. Good. Sage camouflages himself in the bushes. And Nora receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. I hope Nora wins. I love Nora. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Sean, Tyrion, Ruby, Ren, Summer, Blake, Neptune, Pyrrha, Crow, and Raven. Dang, there's only one member of Team Juniper and one member of Team Stark left. Ironwood and Penny tell stories about themselves to each other. Vine is awoken by nightmares. Clover attempts to start a fire, but he's unsuccessful. But he's lucky! He should be able to start a fire. Nolan kills Neon for her supplies. Dang Nolan. Nora convinces Roman to snuggle with her. I think there is a ship for this, but they look too related to be shipped together. Like, Roman could be a distant cousin of Nora's. Joanna and Oscar tell stories about themselves to each other. Sun and Velvet huddle for warmth. The Faunus are huddling for warmth. Emerald, Robin, Scarlet, and Reese form an End Themselves pact, killing themselves. Oh no. No! I like some of these characters. Actually, I like all of them. I like all these characters. So no! Winter receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ilya, Yatsu, May, Elm, and Fox sleep in shifts. Adam, Watson, Neo unsuccessfully ambush Marrow, Harriet, and Weiss, who kill them instead. No, not Neo. I like Neo. The other two can die, but Neo, no. Well, all those villains are dead at least. Mercury sets up camp for the night. Sage convinces Tai Yang to snuggle with him. I am not shipping that because Tai is a dad. Yang receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Coco sets up camp for the night. Cinder questions her sanity, as she should, because Cinder's insane. Day 3. Nora receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The sponsors love Nora, as they should. Taeyang makes a wooden spear. Nolan pushes Roman off a cliff during a night fight. Dang Nolan. Nolan is being savage during this. Yang constructs a shack. Baywinter and Clover hunt for other tributes. Sage tends to Joanna's wounds. Aww. Actually, Sage and Joanna look like they could be related. Like, maybe they are cousins and they just have different last names. Like, that would be cool. That would be cool if they were cousins. Sun discovers a river. Coco dies from hunger. Dang. You know, in one of these that I did, Coco died from thirst, and I put it on Twitter, and everybody was like, I'm dying of thirst. Ilya goes hunting. Penny collects fruit from a tree. Velvet searches for firewood. Ellen practices her archery. Fox overpowers Ironwood, killing him. Dang! Fox saved everybody. Fox saved Mantle. Oscar diverts Marrow's attention and runs away. Cinder and Harriet work together for the day. That's unsurprising. Mercury receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Yatsu explores the arena. Weiss is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Vine sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. 11 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Neon, Emerald, Robin, Scarlet, Reese, Adam, Watts, Neo, Roman, Coco, and Ironwood. Marrow destroys Elm's supplies while she is asleep. Dang! A little bad blood within the Aesops. Mercury, Alien, Sage successfully ambush and kill Nolan, Nora, and Taeyang. No, not Nora! No, not Nora! I love Nora! May is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Penny kills Joanna while she is sleeping. Dang, Penny. Sun accidentally steps on a landmine. No! Not Sun. Yatsu tends to his wounds. Vine passes out from exhaustion. Clover and Harriet run into each other to decide to truce for the night. Velvet receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Weiss begs for Cinder to kill her. She refuses, keeping Weiss alive. Good! Fox accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. No, not Fox! Oscar destroys Winter's supplies while she is asleep. What has winter ever done to you, Oscar? And Yang cooks her food before putting our fire out. Day 4. Vine thinks about home. Yang begs for Yatsu to kill her. He reluctantly obliges, killing Yang. No! Not Yang! Why does Yang have to die? Mercury and Penny hunt for other tributes. Cinder scares Zilia off. Cinder scares everybody. Winter practices her archery. Weiss receives medical supplies because Weiss is best girl. Clover defeats Velvet in a fight but spares her life because Clover is good. Clover's a good boy. Oscar, May, Sage, and Marrow raid Elm's camp while she is hunting. Marrow really has some bad blood for Elm. Harriet dies from hypothermia. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Nolan, my beloved Nora, Tai Yang, Joanna, Sun, Fox, Yang, and Harriet. Weiss fends Elm, Marrow, and Sage away from her fire. I can understand the Aesops just because, like, you guys fought them, but Sage? What has Sage ever done to you, Weiss? Vine loses sight of where he is. May bashes Yatsu's head against a rock several times. Dang, May. Winter and Clover talk about the tributes still alive. Oscar cooks his food before putting his fire out. Mercury goes to sleep. Velvet and Penny run into each other and decide to truce for the night. The two soft girls decide to truce. Cinder tends to her wounds, and Ilya receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The feast! The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes' families. Mercury decapitates Penny with a sword. Mercury, why? Vine and Clover get into a fight over raw meat, but Clover gives up and runs away. Clover, you could have won that because you're lucky. Winter attacks her own sister Weiss, but Sage protects her, killing Winter. Wow, Winter. Attacking your own sister, you kinda deserve that, even though I love you. Elm sets off an explosive, killing May. Oscar decides not to go. Cinder decides not to go. Ilya decides not to go. Marrow decides not to go. Velvet dies from an infection. Velvet! You're supposed to treat yourself. Excuse me, I had a bit of a burp. Day 5. Oscar receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Oscar made it this far into the game. Such a pure boy made it this far. Vine picks flowers. Elm goes hunting. Mercury stalks Marrow. Weiss's trap kills Sage. Sage protected you from your own sister who was killing you, and you kill him. Wow, Weiss, priorities. Clover begs for Cinder to kill him. She refuses, keeping Clover alive because Clover's lucky. And Ilya constructs a shack. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Yatsu, Penny, Winter, May, Velvet, and Sage. Night 5. Elm starts a fire. Elias sets up camp for the night. Marrow questions his sanity. Oscar defeats Clover in a fight but spares his life because Clover's lucky. Mercury and Vine huddle for warmth. Weiss receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor because she's best girl, and Cinder questions her sanity. Day 6. Clover begs for Marrow to kill him. He refuses, keeping Clover alive because Clover's a good boy. Clover's lucky and Marrow's a good boy. Ilya sprains her ankle while running away from Vine. Weiss, Elle, Oscar, Cinder, and Mercury hunt for other tributes. I think all the Aesops are still alive, unless Harriet died. No cannon shots can be heard in the distance. I don't remember. Did Harriet die? Yeah, it looks like Harriet did die, but majority of the Aesops are still alive. Ellen convinces Mercury to not kill her, only to kill him instead, a backstabber. Ilya begs for Oscar to kill her. He refuses, keeping Ilya alive because Oscar's a soft boy. Vine receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Weiss receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Clover saved the day by throwing a knife into Cinder's head. Good job, Clover. Good job. You really are lucky. And Marrow cries himself to sleep. Day 7. Weiss camouflages herself in the bushes. Ilya discovers a cave. Clover explores the arena. Marrow, Oscar, and Elm track down and kill Vine. But Elm, you were best friends with Vine. Wow. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mercury, Cinder, and Vine. Clover goes to sleep because he's lucky. Weiss receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor because she's best girl. Ilya, Oscar, and Marrow sleep in shifts. And Elm thinks about winning. Of course she does. Day 8. Marrow hunts for other tributes. Elm, Oscar, Weiss, and Clover form and end themselves pact, ending themselves. No! But Clover, you're lucky! And Weiss, you're best girl! And Oscar, you're soft! And Elm, you're Elm! Why would you do this? Ilya accidentally detonates the landmine while trying to arm it. That means Marrow, the good boy at Marrow, wins. 5 cannon shots from distance, they're all dead. The winner is Marrow from District 9! The good boy wins, everybody! Wow! Well, Clover got 3rd place, so I guess that's lucky. And last place went to Glinda. Let's see who got the most kills out of everybody. I think it was Nolan. Ilya! Oh, actually, it's a 5-way tie. Ilya, Sage, Marrow, Weiss, and Mercury. They all got 4 kills. How many did Nolan get? Oh, he only got 2? I thought he was very savage during this. So, yeah, that was RWBY Hunger Games. Let me know if you want to see me play this again. This is actually really fun. I really like doing this. Yeah, let me know how you would have wanted this to turn out, like who you wanted to win, and let me know if you want me to play this again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!